It's Care Providers of Minnesota's The Inside Scoop, featuring your advocacy team, Patty Cullen, Toby Pearson, Aaron Bowie, and Todd Bergstrom. This week's host, Toby Pearson.
Welcome to today's special session Inside Scoop on Friday, May 24th. So what's going on at the Capitol? They are going to be going into special session today, starting right around when this is filming. When will they end? We are not sure. The reason. So when you go into special session, in order to pass the bills, you have to suspend the rules if you're going to both introduce them and pass them on the same day. And since everything has to start over, you need to go through the process. Well, the minority parties of both the House and the Senate have not been included in the negotiations going on, or they asked for too much, one of the two. And as a result, they have not necessarily pledged to have enough votes to suspend the rules and therefore go through an easier process for everyone. So there's some speculation as to what shenanigans are going to go on when they start the process, like I said, right around the filming time. But what do we know? Well, here's what we know from the recently, easy for me to say, released spreadsheet on the HHS Omnibus Bill. First, no cuts to the nursing facilities. Woohoo! Thanks to all you who called, emailed, made your contacts. The grassroots worked. None of the cuts went through in the final bill, thanks in large part to the Senate holding out for us, which is nice. Second, there is a what I'm calling disproportionate share elderly waiver program of sorts. We'll have to see what the actual language is in the bill, which has not been released yet. But for those who have a higher share, and I think the number is somewhere between 50 and 75%, something like that, we'll have to see the language of elderly waiver. There's going to be a process by which you can apply to get a grant or some such thing. We're still waiting to see what the details are, but the good news is they put in something for those of you who serve a high percentage of elderly waiver in your facilities. There is nursing facility moratorium money included, and with that, Todd's favorite subject of property actually takes a step forward as we're waiting to see the language, but there will be a fair rental value rate moving forward in the moratorium exception process, which Todd will fill you in on when he writes his article when we see the language. But it's a step forward and includes some moratorium money, which is great. And lastly, and not leastly, swing beds. We are waiting to see the language on swing beds. There is the dome of silence, I guess we'll call it. Some say cone, but this is a bigger than a cone, so it's like a dome of silence around that. So we're waiting to see what the final result is on swing beds, but we wanted to give you the good news from the spreadsheet. So thanks again to everybody who did their contacts. It worked. The session is almost over, and we are waiting to see the shenanigans unfold at the Capitol, and that is the Inside Scoop. Thanks for watching.